burnout. I think we've all had those seasons of business where you're on the brink of just throwing in the towel, where we're tired, overwhelmed. We feel like we can't get a moment to ourselves because the inquiries, the questions, the emails, the tasks just keep piling up. Well, listen, friend, I've been there, I've done that, but there are some ways to step back and continue serving our audience and maybe even serve more people while still protecting our heart and our own sanity. Let's talk about how we can use speaking to prevent burnout in our one-on-one business. Hi, I'm Jessica, and after 16 years of traveling and speaking and sharing my story, today I help small business owners, CEO leaders, and one-on-one service providers just like you use speaking to scale your impact and income and make a bigger difference in the world. As a one-on-one service provider myself, I know that result of burnout for most of us is a byproduct of us just really trying to love our people well and maybe putting others before ourselves. I know that you got into that one-on-one work that you do because you are great at your craft and you love helping people. You want to help them and provide this great service to them. But I also know that as you kept taking on more and more clients, maybe in hopes of increasing your income or making a bigger impact, you reached a point where maybe it was just too much. The workload was too heavy and you were struggling to find time for yourself and your creativity and keeping that spark alive in your business. I know because I've been there. And with you, I am you, friend. In fact, a few years ago, my significant other for about a year and a half, 2 years was home and was our full-time child care provider. He ran our daddy daycare because we homeschool our children, and I had free reign on the work hours in my business. And that resulted in me piling on my client load very high. And I loved the work and it was very exciting. But then there was a change and he was able to take a job that he loved, which was awesome. But I was back to being the primary child care provider and all of those work hours magically disappeared. But the client load didn't. And you can insert burnout here. I'm talking adrenal fatigue, autoimmune disease, alopecia, exhaustion, anxiety, you name it. I worked myself into the point of getting sick. I'm not telling you that because I'm proud. I'm telling you because I want you to know you're not alone. If you have been through a season of overworking yourself, you can come out of this. So I really had to sit down and ask myself this question: how can I make the biggest impact in the world while still protecting my own sanity? As somebody who has spoken publicly for as long as I have, I can't believe I did not realize the answer is speaking. Instead of piling my client load so high every day, what if I took some of those hours that I spent with one-on-one clients and used that to speak one to many? So while speaking itself is not the answer to burnout, there's a lot of other things into that equation, like boundaries and our client load and our calendars, and we don't have to go there. But speaking can help us to scale our impact. There's a lot of different ways that you can scale your one-on-one service business, whether that's, developing an agency, adding group programs, creating digital products, launching a membership. There's so many things you can do. But with that, you can use speaking to streamline your marketing activities, to increase your lead generation without filling your calendar with endless consultations and sales calls. If you do decide to add a new product or service to your business beyond your one-on-one or done-for-you work, a lot of times during those shifts in your business, even if you're switching to an agency model, you might be serving two different types of clients. And speaking allows you to speak to that new audience directly without alienating your already paying happy one-on-one clients. Let's say that you are a wedding photographer and you photograph couples, but you've decided you're going to expand your revenue streams and add in a course for new photographers. Instead of confusing your couples with these new offers all over your website, you can speak directly to new photographers at conferences, on podcasts. Speaking allows you to reach that new audience, streamline your marketing efforts without confusing your existing clients. So if you are a one-on-one service provider and you're wondering, should you start using speaking to prevent burnout? Here's what you need to know. First, make sure you watch my video on how to know if you're ready to start speaking. It's going to walk you through all the things you need to have in place before you start speaking, which, spoiler alert, you probably already have everything you need. But if you're going to start going down that path, one thing you want to start paying attention to behind the scenes is reversing the process, right? Reversing that one-on-one process that you do with your clients. Because right now, you are so close to the work that you do. You do it every day. You could probably do it in your sleep. And what comes very easy to you might be very difficult or complicated to somebody else. A lot of times when a one-on-one service provider, a done-for-you service provider starts speaking, they forget what it's like to be in their client's shoes. And as they start teaching others or sharing about their processes, there can be a little bit of a disconnect between the speaker and the audience. So I would challenge you to really put yourself in your audience's shoes and start to ask yourself, what would it look like for my audience to achieve the similar results to what I do for them if they did it themselves? These are going to be some of the things that you'll need to work into your presentation. Will speaking impact your client workload? Yes, it absolutely will. Speaking just to speak, to get yourself out there and put your name out there, is not always the best idea if you're a done-for-you service provider on the brink of burnout. Adding speaking without a clear strategy is only going to make things worse. I've seen this happen many times when I've been working with a client one-on-one and they come to me with a very successful one-on-one or done-for-you business, and they're like, okay, Jess, I'm ready to speak at all of these conferences, and we get ready to start working on their talk and go through their strategy, and I ask, when this presentation is over, when you're done with your talk, what do we want to happen next? What's your client's next step? What do we want the audience to do? And they let me know, well, I want them to sign up for my wait list. I'm booked out for the next 3 to 6 months. That's a problem. That means you are standing in front of a room of leads who are ready to take action and you're not moving them back into their business. You've just walked into a room with people and taught them something amazing, created a spark in them. Like they're ready to take the next step in their life or their business. And you're telling them, well, you might be ready, but I'm not ready. So no more results for you. And that's not what we want. When you start to create alternative products or services or offers or one-to-many offers from the stage, you can help your audience start seeing results now. You can help them beyond the stage when they leave that room. That's going to help them put what you said into action in their life and their business. And that, my friend, is creating real change. I challenge you to start to think about your one-on-one clients. What are the things that you would love for them to know, do, or achieve before they start working with you? Imagine if all of your clients came to you with that done already. It would probably make your workload a little bit easier, and it's going to help you generate more revenue on a small product or service that people can complete or do or purchase while they're waiting to work with you one-on-one. So while speaking might feel like something new or complicated, it's not just something new to add to your plate. It can be an opportunity for you to create more freedom and more impact in the world while still protecting your heart and your own sanity. If you're ready to learn how speaking can work for you and your unique business model, you're going to want to watch this video here on how to scale your business with speaking. I'm going to show you, based on your business model, your audience, and your unique message, how to use speaking to make a bigger impact. Let's go.